making another run at it. Shannon, what do you expect from Bress next year?
Skip, unless he was injured, we're seeing the beginning of the end. It looked like the last month and a half of the season, Skip. He fell off a cliff. 6 starts going back to the Cowboys, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He looked 40-plus on Sunday. And the thing is, he was just as well protected as Tom Brady. Ingram and Kamara ran the football just as well as Michelle, James White, and Rex Burkhead did the entire season.
Not Sunday, but for the season.
For the season.
Yes, I agree.
On 10 plus yard passes down the field. First 11 games, he was 65% Skip, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The last 6 games, which is 5 because, he missed the last game of the season in the playoff, 50% completion, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. If you watch Sunday's game, if you watch the last month and a half of the season, if you can honestly say, even if you're the most devout, the most diehard Saints fan, if you can look at the last 6 weeks of the season and say Drew Brees is the exact same quarterback, you're fooling yourself because he's not. And you're starting to see it right before your eyes. Just because you want something doesn't mean it's going to happen. Drew Brees did not look good after the first quarter, and he hadn't looked good in a very long time, in a month and a half. Those are facts. So unless he's injured, you're starting to see the decline of Drew Brees.
I like Drew Brees a lot, but I cannot disagree with everything you just said. And it's rare I can point to one play as the beginning of the end, but I got to go back to the end of the Dallas Cowboy game that Thursday night on Fox. And this is the most shocking play of the year to me. This knocked me over because I didn't see this coming because, remember, my guy Dak had just lost the football.
Right.
And Drew Brees had the football, and he did this. What? He threw it right to Jordan Lewis.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, can we at least hold him to a field goal? Because you just thought Drew Brees, who's been exceptional, he's been Brady-esque in those situations. I thought he would drive him down at least for the tying field goal. It was 13-10. I was praying for overtime. I don't actually pray for these things, but I'm just saying that as a figure of speech.
Right.
I'm hoping for overtime because that's the best, that'd be the best case scenario. Okay. Well, then that happened. And he throws a little sidearm pass right to Jordan Lewis, the nickelback. And it took me like 15 minutes to process what I just saw.
Right.
Because that's not what Drew Brees does.
Right.
And from that moment forward, it's been not Drew Brees that we came, because I was pushing him for MVP because I can show you the numbers.
Yeah.
He was sensational up to that moment. And from that moment forward, he didn't fall completely off the cliff, but he was hanging on by his fingernails.
Yeah.
Like just hanging on because I couldn't recognize him after that. And for long stretches of the game against Nick Foles and then Sunday against the Rams, I didn't exactly know who he was.
Exactly.
He didn't look right. Did he get hurt? Did his shoulder get hurt?
Right.
He's a smallish guy. Did he get beat up? Did he get knocked around? I don't know. Like you say, he's well protected, but he gets hit sometimes, and he's about 6 feet tall.
I think he was the second least sack quarterback in all of football.
Okay.
So he's protected. He can run the ball, so he doesn't have to rely on him just throwing the ball, throw.
Okay.
Skip, he hasn't looked the same.
And I will bet you, as we speak, Sean Payton is somewhere thinking he hasn't looked the same. Sean Payton is thinking, gee, at some point, I'm going to have to tell him he has to go home.
Yeah.
And I don't know when that is. You want that to be handled perfectly. You want Drew to be able to say, I need to go home.
Right. There's no perfect situation when the player wants to continue to play, but as an organization and the head coach, you start to see decline, and you want him to go away. That's not going to be perfect. You like to see a guy do like a John Elway. You know what? Obviously, the situation was made easier. John won the Super Bowl. But you like to see...
Yeah, but you could have done something no one's ever done, and that's win 3 straight Super Bowls, and I thought John Elway would try that. And he said, nope, I'm too beat up. I'm done.
I'm done. So that's what you like to see.
His fire had gone out.
Yep.
He had done all that he thought he could do.
Yeah, he robbed me. He needed to pay me some money.
Really?
Yeah, he robbed me of an opportunity to get to another Super Bowl. I lost endorsements because of that.
Okay, but you went somewhere else.
I think you've done okay for yourself.
But I had to stay. I was there another year.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you had one lost year because he just quit.
No, I got hurt. I broke my collarbone.
Oh, you hit your Are you suggesting John Elway quit on you? Is that what you're saying?
Now, you know what? Quit is a harsh word. Let's just say he chose not to come back.
Oh,
If he doesn't have his heart in it, then you don't want him back anyway.
I wanted it back.
Okay?
I don't care about his heart. I need his body there.
I believe Tom Brady will play 3 more football seasons, but at some point, Tom is going to have to say, you know what? This is it. This is my last year. And I hope he can go out with a last hurrah where it's clear this is happening. And they're going to have a successor in place.
Yeah, for me, but don't you want to go out leaving something to the fans? Man, that joker could still play.
Yeah.
He could still play. You don't want a guy like, man, that joker, he was on fumes. And they had to drag him across the line.
Okay, but Tom Brady is not on fumes.
No, I'm just saying, that's what you want.
I got it. It looks like Drew Brees could start to be on fumes now.
I don't know. I ain't going nowhere. I might be up here, Skip Bayless. I'll forget all what I wanted to say.
Huh? Wait, what?
My debate. I ain't leaving.
We'll let you know.
Hey, Skip, I might forget my train of thought. I might what I wanted to say. He in my ear telling me what. Yeah, that right there.
You.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Well, you got your puppet master.
There you go, Skip.
Steve Owens, right?
Steve Owens.
Yeah. He could tell you. We
work well together.
He could tell you line by line. Say this.
Tom Brady and Josh McDaniel.
Oh,
yeah, we got a
dynamic
great
duo. Well, Carmelo Anthony end up here in LA with LeBron. That'd be an interesting duo. We'll discuss next.